Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Corner LoneUAV, and as you can see on screen now, we are doing some MOAB tips with LoneUAV. That's me! So yeah, at any point in time, you guys can click on any of these things: loadout, game modes, party up, map knowledge. Take your time and death streaks if you want to kind of focus on that. It's kind of self-explanatory as to what they are. I would like to just really quickly say also, this is going to be the beginning of a new series called How To. Now basically what I'm going to do is show you guys all sorts of stuff. MOABs, get gold guns, better KDs, everything. So if there's anything you guys would like me to show you how to do or anything like that, then just put a comment in the comment box below. I'm going to read all the comments. You guys can PM me too, any ideas, anything to change to the series. And other than that, let's jump in. Like I said, first we have our loadout. So we are starting with the MP7 submachine gun. In my mind, it's the best gun in the game because it's got great characteristics for long range, medium range, and close quarters fighting. So that's what I'd recommend. Now I'm running a silencer to stay off the minimap, and that is the biggest thing, to use a silencer. And I'm using rapid fire, just so I have that extra edge, a close advantage. This gun fires fast, but doesn't fire as fast, and it actually gives you a chance to get like a Kimbo FMG9s. My secondaries are the Scorpions, just because, I don't know, I think I was just messing around with them. What I would recommend is the Kimbo FMG9s, Kimbo G18s, or a sidearm such as the USP-45 or Desert Eagle. Now I'm running the Semtex. It's just a standard grenade. That is the one tier that I'm going to say you guys can use whatever you want. Now the next thing, the Portal Raider, is really important because on a small map or even a large map, you are able to lock down an area. Whether that is a building or a whole bunch of walkways in and out of areas, you're able to lock them down and not let the enemies come in unless they're using Assassin. And you know what? If they are, then they're kind of playing kind of campy, kind of gay, kind of like a bitch. And you're good to go. So for my perks, I'm running Sleight of Hand, Quick Draw, and Dead Silence. Now I'm running Sleight of Hand for two things. I can switch to my secondaries faster, which is really, really helpful. And then obviously the quicker reloads. With using rapid fire, you run through ammo a lot faster than you would normally. So you're able to reload faster, and you're not caught with your pants down as much. Now my second perk, Quick Draw, is pretty self-explanatory. It's to win the gunfights as soon as possible, like fast. You can win them, you don't have to worry about it. Really helps if your connection isn't great. My third perk is Dead Silenced. Now I'm using Dead Silence Pro so I can sound tour, and that is a huge tip. Sound touring is awesome, and you guys have to use it. Now for my specialist perks, this is honestly the thing where it's another thing. It's kind of up to you guys. There's gonna be one thing I'm always gonna say: you want to have your last tier perk be Hardline, because instead of getting 2 kills until you're specialist, you're able to get 1 more, and then you have all the perks. So I'd rather have one extra, I'd have to get 1 more kill with 2 perks and Hardline, then have to get 2 perks, 2 kills with like another perk. So then that's just kind of my personal opinion. Your middle thing doesn't really matter, whatever you guys want to run. And then for the first, I like to run Assassin. So what I'd recommend is Assassin and Sitrep and Hardline. Okay, so now onto the gameplay. This is some free-for-all gameplay here on the map Interchange, and I was using this class, the MP7. Now this is a really long MOAB. It's like 5 minutes long. Now I decided to pick this MOAB just because of the fact that I wanted to talk for more than a couple minutes. Most of my MOABs are like 2 to 3 minutes long, and I frankly could not say my 5 tips in that length of time. So yeah, just enjoy it. I was rushing around a little bit with the MP7, play defensive when I needed to, and I think it worked out. So let's get on to the rest of the tips. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is game modes. Now game modes play a huge part, almost as important as your loadout. Now I have a whole bunch of game modes that I think you guys can get MOABs in relatively easily, and then I think there's the big 3 that are like MOABs galore easy. So the game modes that I think you have a chance of getting an MOAB in are TDM, Headquarters, and Demolition. Now TDM, the reason why I say you have a chance is because you could really easily, but the game goes up to 75, so you need 1/3 of your team's kills. In Headquarters, the spawns are kind of random. Drop zone could also get thrown in here, because in drop zone you could camp the drop zone, but then again time could run out, spawns are kind of random. And then in a Demolition, I find that it's easy but hard to get MOABs, depending on the nights, for the simple fact that sometimes, like, oh my god, it's so easy to get them, and other times, people rush you too much and you just get overwhelmed. Like, if you have to set up near a bomb, and sometimes you just get overwhelmed. So the 3 game modes that I'm going to recommend that are the easiest to get MOABs in is free-for-all, domination, and kill confirmed. Now, obviously, this is some free-for-all gameplay, and I think it's the best. Personally, in my mind, it's really easy to get FFA, MOABs. You don't have any teammates to mess you up, and everything's kind of your own fault. If you die, it's your fault completely. Domination is really nice because you kind of have certain spawns, so it's really awesome. You know, you can spawn trap an enemy team at a flag. And then kill confirmed is really great too because if you kill a couple enemies and get some dog tags out, more and more will come after you, and then eventually, you know, you'll get 25 kills. So party up. Now partying up is huge in this too because, you know, you really want to make sure you don't run out of time and you don't have stupid teammates doing stupid stuff. Now obviously if you're playing free-for-all, you're not going to have any teammates, but any other way you want to party up. You want to have at least 2 or 3 other teammates in your party. It would be best if they would use support, or even if they were actually going for MOABs too. But support would be the best way to roll. And you know, you can set up a spawn trap. If they're all using motion sensors and stuff like that, it would be really, really easy to do well. So partying up is a huge and really important tip. And if you're playing a map or a game mode like TDM and kill confirm though, partying up might be a bad thing because obviously the tags will get collected faster and the kills will go by faster. So that's the only thing I'm going to say. Alright, map knowledge. You really need to have a good map knowledge to get an MOAB. You can't go get a MOAB your first or second time on a map, even maybe your 20th or 30th time on a map. You really need to know the map. You need to know all the routes the other teams take, off the beginning, off spawn, off everything, off the flags, where people like to sit and camp, for example, you know, the perch on village, that's a huge area. And if you're on the other team looking up there, you can get a kill probably every 15 to 20 seconds on that one area alone. So you need to know stuff like that. You need to know choke points. You need to know the spawn system really, really well for that map. And it's really hard because the spawns keep getting messed up in Modern Warfare 3, and you know, all sorts of stuff like that. But if you have a decent map knowledge, and also watch your mini-map, because if you watch your mini-map, you'll have an easy chance of knowing where enemy teams is. And it's not a bad idea when you first get a UAV to go find a safe corner, hit the start button, and check out where everybody is all over the map. Then you're able to know everything, and you're kind of good to go. So next we have a tip that I think is actually really important that gets overlooked a lot, and it's taking your time. You guys don't need to go balls to the walls to get your MOAB in a minute and a half. It's not like, I mean, if you're doing what I do, you play COD, you make commentaries and stuff, that's great. But you know, if you're just trying to get an MOAB, it's okay if you get a 5 or 6 minute MOAB. Nobody's gonna hate on you. I mean, you got a MOAB, did they? No, probably not. I mean, it depends. If your buddy's some MLG like elitist who can get 15 MOABs a day, then fine. But you know, you gotta take your time. You gotta slow down. Don't rush. Don't go balls to the walls. You know, take your time and make sure you don't do anything stupid. It's really, really important. Alright, so now our last thing is, and this isn't me trolling or anything, death streaks. You guys gotta take your time, like I said, and not get too close, because if you're on a 15 to 20 gun streak, there's a good chance there's gonna be people with death streaks. See that guy with Dead Man's Hand? And the last thing you need to do is get blown up, you know, 2 off your MOAB from Dead Man's Hand. So you really gotta watch out for that. That is all my tips. There you go. I got the MOAB. Like I said, it was like 5.5 minutes long. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more, then click that subscribe button. If we can get this video to 40 likes too, that would mean a lot. And other than that, guys, I'll see you later for my next episode of How To. At the moment, I'm thinking of doing shotguns, how to rape with them. If you guys have any other ideas, then let me know. And other than that, I'll see you later.